Hi there, I'm Michael Kane and welcome to another episode of Bodhi Talk. In today's short video, I'll be offering you another great way of working with emotions called Emotional Mindfulness Practice. This is a great practice for working with emotions, learning to acknowledge, accept, allow, integrate, and even complete emotions so that we can free up some of our life energy that we're really using a lot of times to hold down, ignore, and push away our emotions. Okay, so before we get started, just a quick reminder that if you enjoy this video, please click the like button below. If you'd like to know about up-and-coming videos that I'll be doing or kind of get a list of videos that I've done in the past, please hit the subscribe button. It's free. Also, if you have any questions or comments, you can put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to know more about what I do here at Natural Bodhi Wellness, working with developmental, shock trauma, personal development, I'll leave a link to my website below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our practice today. As I think I might have said earlier, this is one of several videos that I'll be doing related to emotions. It's such an important topic. We use a lot of our life energy to push down or push away or avoid emotions, and really emotions are a natural part of our human experience. They're kind of like messages trying to convey something, and if we can learn to befriend them, acknowledge them, and even complete them, then the system really can free up a lot of that life energy that we're using to kind of tense against and either consciously or subconsciously kind of push away emotions. So very important. The other thing is that a lot of syndromes and symptoms and chronic illnesses can be created when we're not allowing emotions, kind of that pushing them down, again, whether it's conscious or not, can create anxiety, it can create stress, can create even depression. And these are really messages. When we have anxiety and stress, there's a lot of times it's kind of a message to us to look below the anxiety. What's anxiety, for instance, and stress is really a reaction to something else that's happening in our experience or our bodies. So really, really important. So this is a simple practice that we can do. A lot of it is really about being curious about our emotions. And a lot of times, if we can simply be aware and befriend or allow our emotions to kind of tell us what they want, what they're trying to say, or just to feel them in a way, then, and a lot of times they discharge or move out of the system, again, freeing up that life energy. So this is a simple but can be a very, very beneficial practice. So I hope that you will enjoy this. So the first thing we want to do is find ourselves in a safe and comfortable place. Hopefully it's a safe place. It can be in a room, it can be outside, wherever you find yourself in the moment. So doing that first, finding yourself in a safe and comfortable spot, position. And then the next thing we want to do is with a lot of the kind of practices that I do, we want to start with orienting, right? Just noticing the space that you're in, the environment that you're in. Just letting your eyes naturally move around the room. It's kind of like landing in a way, right? Just helping our system to land. So noticing how things look. once you've done that, you can either leave your eyes open or close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes to do this particular practice, so you're welcome to close your eyes with me. And beginning to notice the sensations of being supported and held, right? So noticing if you're sitting in a chair, you might notice your pelvis and your sit bones, really feeling that kind of groundedness. Again, this kind of landing in the present moment, noticing your sit bones, your pelvis. You might notice your legs and your feet being supported by the ground. If you're sitting in a chair or you're laying down, you might notice your back and your spine also being supported. And really allowing this body, the weight of this body, to be supported. Not trying to relax, but allowing the body to soften if there's any places of resistance. And then maybe taking 2 or 3 deep breaths where you breathe in for about 4 seconds, you hold for maybe a second or 2, and then a slow exhale, however slow you can go, just noticing that out breath as you breathe in and then breathe out. And then letting your breath return to normal. So letting the breath breathe itself. Not trying to force the breath, just letting your breath move into the body and out of the body. So just noticing the breath. And then checking into your experience and seeing if you can notice an emotion that may be arising in the present moment. If you can notice an emotion. If you're not noticing an emotion at this moment, maybe you can remember a past experience where you felt a strong emotion. Something that you felt a bit challenged with. Could be anger, could be grief, sadness, some other emotion. And as you either you notice it in the moment or you remember that emotion or that experience where you felt that emotion, begin to allow or acknowledge that emotion, that experience of the emotion. So acknowledging it, befriending it. That's a really important part of working with emotions, to first acknowledge and then befriend it. Not trying to change it or make it different, simply noticing this experience of the emotion. And noticing as much of your body as possible as you notice the emotion. So noticing your legs and your feet, your arms and your hands, your whole body as you experience the emotion. It's like viewing the emotion, being curious about the emotion with a kind of wide-angle lens. Letting it be in the body, in our experience. And you might begin to investigate this emotion a bit, learn a bit more about it, be curious about it. So you might notice if the emotion is rough or smooth. You might notice the size of the emotion. Does it feel small? Does it feel big? Does the emotion feel tight and stagnated, or is there some flow or some movement in the emotion? Does it feel warm or cool? Being really curious. If the emotion was a color, what color would it be? What's the first color that kind of pops into your awareness as you think about what color it might be? Noticing all of these things, right? The color, the size, rough or smooth, stagnant or flowing, warm or cool. You also may begin to notice, is this emotion trying to tell me something? Does it have a message? Is it trying to convey something? What's the emotion's intention? And we may notice one of these or not. Either way, it's okay. If we don't notice that there's an intention or a message, it's okay. But just to be curious to see if there is. Really giving this emotion space. Letting it be, letting it tell us what it is, not trying to intellectually figure it out with our minds. Really letting it tell us how it is or what it means. Being gentle, being kind, creating a really kind and gentle container or space for this emotion as we're being curious about it. Noticing if there's any sensations that are related to this emotion. Maybe tension or anxiety or other kinds of sensations. Pleasant sensations, unpleasant sensations. Continuing to be curious. We may notice that the emotion gets stronger, stays the same, or softens a bit, or expands. Again, we don't have an agenda here. We're simply noticing and allowing. And now, if the emotion is still there, seeing if you can let go of that emotion or kind of put it to the side for now. And maybe shift our awareness to something that we're grateful for, something that may have happened recently that we can have some gratitude for, something we felt gratitude, some experience, something in our lives that we feel grateful for. Could be something very simple even. And just like we did with the emotion, as this experience or awareness of gratitude arises, just noticing how that is in your experience, in your body. Noticing gratitude. Once again, noticing any sensations related to this experience of being grateful, experience of gratitude. And just as we began coming back to the body, once again noticing that connection to the seat or the ground, whatever it is you're sitting on or laying on, noticing the pelvis, sit bones, noticing the legs and the feet connected to the ground. If we're laying down or laying on something or pushing up against something, we can notice our back and our spine again. Really allowing this body to be connected and supported. Noticing how that is. And then when you're ready, beginning to gently let your eyes open, looking down at first. Good. And then again, when you're ready, once again letting your eyes kind of naturally orient around the space that you're in or the environment that you're in, just noticing again how things look. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that practice. That, like I said earlier, that's one of many that I'll be offering. I think The last video that I did actually was also working with emotions and different kinds of sensations and even pain, and that was on pendulation. You can find that in the past videos. I'll try to put a link to that into this video as well. Just a reminder to, if you like this video, to click the like button below. If you'd like to subscribe, click the subscribe button. Any comments or questions, you can put those in the comment section below, and any information you'd like to know about what I do here at Natural Bodhi Wellness, there'll be a link to my website. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope this was a helpful practice for you, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the future.